Hi everybody, I'm Heather Logan, TECTA Specialist at ETSU, and we're going to learn a little bit about Tennessee Early Intervention Services from Tony. So I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell you just a little bit about what she does, and then we'll go back and forth with some questions and answers.
My name is Tony Manship. I work for Expanding Horizons Early Intervention System. We serve children birth to the age of 3 years old with developmental delays, and we work closely with the Tennessee Early Intervention System program.
Okay, so first of all, just tell us a little bit about if there is a parent or an educator who thinks they might want to use your services. What would they do, or how would they know if the child qualifies, or what's the first step?
So the process of referring a child, for one, is a voluntary program. Anybody can make a referral to the Tennessee Early Intervention System. You can have a referral put through your pediatrician. You can do it through a teacher at a daycare center, or just as a parent yourself, you can call and make a referral. They will come out and they will do testing with your child to see if there is any developmental delay in certain areas as motor, communication, cognitive, social, adaptive skills.
Okay, so when you say make a referral, who are they going to contact? Who's the pediatrician going to contact, or the parent, or the educator? Who do they contact?
They are going to contact their point of entry for the first district of the Tennessee Early Intervention System, and that is located here in Johnson City, and I can provide that phone number of contact for you. It is 423-434-4401. You just contact them, and they can set up that process for you, and they will have someone call you, and then they will come out to either your residence or the home and set up that process for you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So about how long would that initial visit take?
The service coordinator comes out and does the initial visit. So me, as an early intervention specialist, I can't really tell you how long that visit would take, but I would think it would be about an hour.
Okay.
And they just gather information from you, and then they set up an eligibility process for the child.
Okay, so tell us about that.
So the eligibility process, they come out and they do the BDI, the Battelle eligibility to find out whether or not the child is delayed in a certain area. They have to be delayed within so much of a percentage to be able to qualify for the program. So they're going to look at that speech and language and those gross motor and fine motor areas to see if they fall within that criteria.
Okay. So once the person comes out and does that, and then you go through that eligibility, can you give us a guesstimate of how long that process takes?
I cannot, because that's not in my area.
Okay.
I come in after the child has been deemed eligible, and then I provide the early intervention service for the child. So
tell us about that. So once, we'll say they qualify.
Yes.
Then what happens?
So once they qualify, the service coordinator will come out and talk with the family about whether or not they would like an early intervention specialist. And at that point in time, an early intervention specialist in their area is assigned to them. We will contact the family and then get services started. It's normally one time a week for an hour, unless the family would like something different. We use a family-guided, routines-based early intervention process. It's a process where we come out and work on the child's needs based on the family's routine.
Okay. So the family is very much involved in this process.
Absolutely. They're involved through the whole process.
Okay.
So they know their child best, so we want to make sure that all of the things that they feel is important in their child's development are met first.
Okay. So then, let's say the child gets the services at home, but they also go to a child care facility, either full-time, part-time, different days of the week. How does the educator then learn about what the early interventionist might be doing so they can use some of the same strategies?
So there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. An early intervention specialist can go to the daycare and work in the daycare setting with the teachers, and then bring that information back to the family and share that information between the two. Or you can also do most of your visiting at home with the family and then bring that information back to the daycare setting as well, so that everybody's on the same page. It just depends on what the family would like for that to look like.
Okay. So if the family member doesn't think about, oh, maybe we should share this with the educator, can the early interventionist say, here's the information. Would you like to share this with the educator, or may I? Like, the family may not
Yes.
think of that.
Yes,
Okay.
either way, just whatever the family would like for that to look like. As
Okay.
long as we have permission to do so, we can go out and visit with the child
Okay.
in the setting, or even just go and talk with the teacher.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, tell us, this is kind of putting you on the spot, but give us a success story, or tell us something that you've seen work really well.
Well, okay, so there's very many.
Mhm.
Let's see if I think of one specifically. Just from a family guided approach, I have found that working within the home with the child, I can't give you one very specifically, but I
Yeah.
can tell that just playing off of a family's interest and needs seems to make the most significant difference with the child, because it's within their environment. It's what's most special to the family. You know, you can teach a child to walk within a routine. You know, you can have a parent doing laundry, and you could be back here with the child and have the child work to carry a piece of laundry to the family. And so you're involving everyone. You're involving the child within the family's routine, and you're involving the family, helping the child learn how to grow and develop.
Mm-hmm. So it makes it personal.
It makes it very personal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so is there anything else that you would like for people to know that maybe we haven't covered and that haven't asked you?
No, I think we've covered most of
Okay.
it, yes.
So tell them your contact information in case they have other questions about just this process or how to get started. So your email is...
It's Manship, MANSHIP @etsu.edu. And my phone number is 423-439-7557.
Okay, I did think of one more question. You may
Yes.
have said this, but what counties do you cover?
Okay,
Does Expanding Horizons?
Expanding Horizons covers Sullivan, Washington, Greene, Hawkins, Johnson, sometimes Unicoi. I know I'm leaving some out. Some of the other early intervention programs cover Carter as well. So it is all of your surrounding counties
Okay.
for the Tri-Cities.
So if they're outside of that, could they still call you to get the contact information?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. There are other agencies who also cover Hamblin. We do cover Hawkins as well. Hancock, Cobb County, all the counties in the state of Tennessee are covered.
Okay.
The first district covers the ones on this end, and I think there's 12.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.